In this video, I'm going to show you 10 things to do in this beautiful underrated county of Somerset. Somerset is located in the southwest of England. The northeast contains part of the Cotswolds and all of the Mendip Hills. The west contains Exmoor National Park, Quantock Hills, and the south, some of the Blackdown Hills. Dunster Castle is an 11th century castle positioned on a large commanding hill within Exmoor National Park. In its 1,000-year history, the castle has gone through many transformations, from a motte and bailey to the grand lavish country home you see today. It's now owned and maintained by the National Trust. There are amazing views of the surrounding countryside and the Bristol Channel. And on a clear day you can see Wales. The village of Dunster is one of England's prettiest medieval villages. It's well preserved, keeping its historic charm, and has over 200 listed buildings. It's lined with many cafes, independent shops selling local arts and crafts, and great restaurants. Within Dunster Castle grounds is a watermill, which was restored in the 18th century in a beautiful setting next to the river and is fully operational. Nunney Castle is situated in the lovely village of Nunney. It dates back to the 1370s and is managed by English Heritage. This medieval castle has tons of character, said to be the most aesthetically pleasing castle in Somerset. It has a fully intact moat which you don't see very often in the UK. We love this castle, it's free to enter and is definitely worth a visit. Even though Exmoor is one of the UK's smallest national parks, it features stunning coastlines, vast moorlands and ancient woodland, and is the home of the Exmoor wild ponies. It also has some of the darkest skies in the country, and was Europe's first dark sky reserve. On a clear night, the night sky of Exmoor is absolutely stunning. Frome is a picturesque market town in eastern Somerset on the edge of the Mendip Hills. It was one of the largest towns in Somerset until the Industrial Revolution and was named the 6th coolest town in Britain in 2014. It has also been voted one of the best places to live in the UK due to its charming centre, wealth of history and thriving art scene, and is a great place to wander around. Montacute House is a late Elizabethan mansion in South Somerset. Originally owned by Sir Edward Phelps, a lawyer and politician who was a Speaker of the House of Commons from 1604 to 1611. He was the prosecutor in the trial of Guy Fawkes and the gunpowder plotters. It was built from locally quarried Ham Hill stone and completed in 1601. It was always a statement of wealth, ambition and power. Phelps' descendants occupied the house until the early 20th century. They struggled to manage the vast house, and by 1895 it was being leased to tenants and eventually offered for scrap in 1931. Fortunately, Montacute House was then given to the National Trust as one of its first great houses and was given a new lease of life. Barrington Court is a Tudor manor house which was built between 1538 and 1550. Built again from local honey-coloured Ham Hill stone, the house's projecting wings and central porch make it an early example of the classic Elizabethan-shaped house. It was owned by a number of families, and the Tudor mansion fell into disrepair until it was eventually used as a farmhouse. However, it was given a new lease of life when the National Trust acquired the estate in 1909, and Colonel Abraham Lyle agreed to take on a 99-year repairing lease to restore it in 1920, and 8 decades later it was open to the public. Prior Park, landscape garden just outside Bath, was designed in the 18th century by poet Alexander Pope. It surrounds Prior Park Estate, which is now a college and is owned by the National Trust. It is 28 acres of beautiful paths, lakes, and the park also features a Palladian bridge, which is one of only 4 left in the world. Glastonbury town is steeped in history, myths and legends, including King Arthur and the Holy Grail. It's also said that Jesus visited the town as a boy with Joseph of Arimathea. There is evidence that the town has been inhabited since Neolithic times and is known for its ancient and medieval sites. The area has a reputation for powerful spiritual energies, which is reflected in all the independent shops featuring anything magical and mystical. The world-famous festival also takes its name from the town. Glastonbury Abbey is set in 36 acres of grounds and was founded in the 7th century. It was destroyed by a fire in 1184, but rebuilt in the 14th century, and was one of the most powerful monasteries in England. It claims to be King Arthur's burial place. Taunton is a market town with over 1,000 years of history. It's quite central in Somerset, so it's a great base to explore the county, and is where we stayed. It has a good selection of independent shops, restaurants and cafes, and it's surrounded by picturesque countryside. It also has a castle which was built in 1129 and is now the Museum of Somerset. The city of Wells is located in Somerset on the edge of the Mendip Hills. It's the second smallest city in England behind the City of London, with a population of around 12,000. The city gets its name from 3 wells dedicated to St Andrew. The High Street's water supply, which was given to the town in 1451, still gurgles down its streets. A market's held twice a week in the famed marketplace, carrying on a custom that's over 900 years old. Wells Cathedral was built between 1175 and 1490 and is the earliest English cathedral to be built in the Gothic style. The beautiful streets of Vicars Close is the oldest intact street in Europe. Built in 1348, these lovely houses line the cobbled street and are still lived in to this day. Thanks for watching my 10 things to do in Somerset. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like and subscribe button for more.